You just crossed over into the female zone.
Hi, I have a quick question. I don't know if I'm naive or just not like privy to these things, but why would a man jump in a girl's DM and offer her like a lot of money? Like, let's just say $10,000 or whatever. Like, I mean, that's a lot of money just to offer a stranger. So offering $10,000 and then like in exchange for like prayer. I don't get it. Anyway, so this happened. This guy offered me money. I was like, what's the catch? And he just said, I need you to pray for me and I want to give you money. And then he proceeded to ask what country I lived in and then told me like he's normally from Chicago, but now he's like, I don't even know, in Morocco or something. But anyways, it's all like goofy, but like, what is the point of that? Like, are they trying to bamboozle bank information? Are they trying to sex traffic me? Like, what's the scoop? I would like love to know, like, what is the scam on that one? Cause I don't know. It's like so weird. Get it.
Because it's mind-boggling to you, yeah.
100% Queen, are you trying to tell the whole internet that you needed to make a video over a minute long for something that you could just simply could have Googled? I mean, seriously, honey, it's very obvious that your bust size is bigger than your IQ at this point. Yeah, it's a scam. It's pretty freaking evident. But you know what? There's a reason I included this video, apart from trying to show how much this queen lacks not just intelligence, but self-awareness and overall general safety. But on top of all that, my point is, women on the internet are constantly scamming men out of money. And nobody actually cares. I mean, how many men do you know have been scammed by a woman in some kind of Ponzi scheme online? Nobody really cares. But when the roles are reversed, like this one, where it's a woman who's going to get scammed by a man, then they make a big deal about it. Then you get videos like these with a bunch of simp followers behind it saying, oh, honey, it's a scam, be careful. Everybody wants to be a white knight. On Netflix, they did the Tinder Swindler. Wow. One guy did what thousands and thousands of women do, but they have to do a Netflix special because the guy did it this time. And this is going to sound cruel, but this gorilla really doesn't care if this woman gets scammed or not. Why? Because she's an adult, she should know better, and she is responsible for her own choices. And if you're going to fall for something so evidently fake, well, sister, you're going to have to live with the consequences of your choices. Except the difference is a broad like this is always going to have some blue pill beta simp ready to bail her out.
Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
For all the single men, how is it that you go out, and I know we speak a lot about money and who pays, but when you go out, do you immediately put a woman in a category of she's going to cost me too much money long term? And I'm only asking because I have a good friend of mine, and that's the first thing he says about every girl he goes out with. Oh, she's going to milk me for every dime I have. I don't know.
You know what I never understood? That men really be having the most prettiest, most go-getting, most motivating, most hottest girls ever. And then cheat on her with girls that are bums, crackheads, look like dinosaurs, look like crackheads, look like gorillas, not even cute, not even ambitious, not even motivated, nothing that even compares to his girl's level. But they happen to cheat on her with the most wildest creatures. I never understood that.
I'm turning 36 next month. I've never been married. I don't have kids. And honestly, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if that's like a thing that I get. So I'm trying to figure out how to deal with being alone, which is something I'm pretty used to, unfortunately. And say all the worst comments to this, but or how I look right now. Wouldn't wish it on anyone.
I'm 39 years old. I've never been married, and I do not have any children. And if you're in your 20s and you're terrified of turning 30 and thinking you're old, let me tell you, I was exactly like you. When I turned 30, I was like, I'm gonna have a box of tissues and I'm gonna be crying and my life is over. And I can tell you this, Your life starts in your 30s as a female, okay? You stop caring about what everybody thinks. You start to actually love who you are and accept your flaws and your quirks and your features instead of trying to be somebody you're not.
I'm going to say something that a lot of women in their 40s probably won't say out loud, but I am subconsciously prepared to spend the rest of my life alone. And it's not because I'm broken or I don't want love or I don't want to find my person, but because somewhere along the way, I learned I can't count on another person for my plan. And I built everything in my life myself, my career, my business, and my body, and my peace. I did not wait for anybody to hand it to me. So when my marriage ended, as devastating as that was, I realized I wasn't scared of being alone. I was scared of going back to the version of myself that needed someone else to feel okay. And I don't need someone to complete me. I need someone who adds to what I've already built. And if that never comes, like, I'm going to be okay. I've always been okay. I think that's one of the most powerful things a woman can actually say out loud.
What the hell you say?
All right, to that first queen. All right, sister. You want to know if when men go out with women, do they immediately put women in categories of they're going to cost me too much or not? Well, intelligent, experienced men do. Super thirsty men or blue pill beta simp men or just anybody who's just like a pushover who doesn't really respect themselves or respect their wallets won't think it that far out. They're just going to think, OMG, she is the prize and I am so thirsty. I'm willing to spend anything on this one woman just so she can give me a maybe. But namely the men that most women are attracted to, very quickly they pull out the category system. Apart from that, they decide, okay, pump and dump or take seriously. All right, to that second queen, just for the sake of argument, let's say that what you're saying is right, that men who have attractive women cheat on them with average women. And I'm pretty sure you exaggerate the hell out of that. Number one, that doesn't happen as often as you like to say it does. And number two, if men cheat on their wives with another woman, usually that woman isn't like a freaking wildebeest. You know, she's got some level of attractiveness to her. But for argument's sake, let's say yes. A guy has got a cute, attractive girlfriend, wife, whatever, and he cheats on her with another woman that's like at a lower level. Did you ever stop to consider maybe the reason that they cheat on a woman isn't just because of looks? Do you think that maybe there are other factors that go into this? I mean, if you're a hot 8.5, but you're a total pain in that man's ass, and he finds a girl that's like a 6.5, but she's very cool, guess what? He may decide, hey, I'm just going to smash her for a while. Other possibility is that you suck in bed and she's got some skills. Who knows? All right, to that third queen. Sister, everything you just described right now, you basically described the average guy out there. The difference is most average guys, that age range, basically have accepted, hey, they're going to be alone, and they just go on with it. You, never been married, don't have any kids? Well, you got to take some responsibility in that. I mean, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of that equation is you. I mean, sister, look at yourself. You said it yourself. Look at me how I look. Yes, you're 38. You're talking about all this, about how you're looking at loneliness and all that, and up until this point, you haven't done anything to fix yourself up? I mean, queen, let's just be honest. If the packaging looks jacked up, there's a good chance that the product inside is a little bit defective, so a man's not going to pay full price for it. Just saying there. All right, to that fourth queen, sister, this girl wants to applaud you on that attempt at a big overdose on copium. I mean, you're really pulling out all the stops, trying to convince other women that, when you hit 30, that's when you really are going to be happy, blah, 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 and all the other crap. And you're 39, and that's when life is the most awesome. Queen, stop, all right? No one's buying it. The only ones who are going to buy it are other cat ladies like you. It's no secret that when women hit 30, yes, they know that they've hit the wall. They know that they have less than 12% of their eggs left. The clock is ticking. You have a biological clock. The game don't start when you hit 30, queen. That buzzer you heard, that's the fourth quarter. The game's about to end. It's not time to say, hey, this is when life starts. No, it's time to pull out all the stops and start you making those Hail Mary plays because you're down by 10 and you don't got that much time left to pull the W out of life. All right, to that fifth queen, you said that ever since you got divorced, you thought you would be afraid to end up alone, but you're no longer afraid because you've built everything and you know that you can count on yourself. Why don't you stop with the cap? Or let me not say it's cap. Let's just say that at this point in your life, at 45, and look at the way you're looking, you're actually extending out that last hit of copium, trying to pat yourself on the back. So what happened? You find yourself alone in your house and you're thinking, oh man, I'm feeling down. Let me make a video and post it out there so all my followers can tell me, oh, you're awesome, you're rocking it, you don't need no man. So I can reassure myself the BS that I'm shoveling is actually true. Sister, I'm sorry, but I've said this for a long time. Women end up lonely and men end up alone. There's a difference. You, as a woman, you're not going to end up alone. You're going to end up lonely, no matter how you try to spin it. But look at the bright side. No matter how lonely you feel, you'll always have an army of blue pill beta simps in the comments telling you that you're the most awesome woman out there. Unfortunately, those aren't the guys you're attracted to. Move it on.
I fear that I haven't encountered a man that has cracked the code on a 10 out of 10 approach, at least in my book. Let me explain. I was out the other night with my friend. A man approaches us. He goes, "You two are beautiful. Has anyone bought you a drink tonight?" We both say no. He goes, "I don't intend to interrupt your night, but I'd love to buy you both a drink." Comes back over, a drink for each of us, a shot for him. He cheers us, takes the shot, gets on his way as he said he would. My friend and I continue to sit there to have a little chit chat, a little hee hee ha ha, the whole nine. About 20 minutes later, which in my opinion feels like a respectable and appropriate amount of time to wait, the man circles back around. He comes over, he's asking us, "Hey, how are things going? Did you enjoy the drinks? Is there anything else I can get you guys?" We continue to have a little casual conversation as a group. We get to the point in the conversation where it's, "Hey, would love to keep the conversation going. We should exchange contact information. Let me give you my number." At this point, I have my go-to speech already queued up and ready to go. So I proceed to tell him, "Hey, look, I don't give out my number. I am very intentionally single at this point. I am not looking to get involved with anyone. I'm not interested in getting to know anyone." To which he goes, "Hold on. I didn't ask for your number. I asked if I could give you my number. And when the time comes, if you'd like to, and when you're ready to use it, you have it." I didn't know what the to say. I was actually pretty stunned by that one, frankly. So I told him candidly, I said 10 out of 10, no notes. That was slick. That was real slick. And to answer the questions that I am already anticipating, yes, I did give him my phone. He did put his number in. No, I did not text him because intentionally single means intentionally single. However, the next day when I went to check my phone, I did see that he put his name in my phone as Nubu. I will probably be thinking about this interaction for a while.
Okay, in this girl's opinion, I think that she actually ended up texting the guy back. The guy was pretty slick. He actually had a pretty smooth move there. Even though I would say don't buy women drinks because they haven't earned it, I can see how that played out. But let's be honest. The only reason this worked out wasn't because the guy had a smooth play. That was just one part of the equation. Sister, be completely honest. The guy was a chat. He was a player. The guy had to have some level of attractiveness to him for this to work. Because a queen like this isn't going to fall for it just because of that line. If it was that easy, hundreds of thousands of men would try that every night. And trust me, sister, it's pretty freaking obvious that the guy uses that line a lot. Him giving out the number so you can call him, that's like inverted roster building right there. It's a pretty freaking ingenious move. He got you thinking, the wheels are turning, the juices are flowing, and you're probably going to call him up. I mean, it's no mystery. You're probably thinking, if he's this smooth just talking, what other moves does the guy have that is going to leave you speechless? If not speechless, going to leave you with a lot of moaning.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.